All right, guys, I just got to Mike's house. Hey, Mike. So while I was away, things were done.
Mike happened.
Exactly. Oh, I didn't even see this part until right now, too.
Yep.
All right, so he did this other side, the mirror of that one. We really didn't plan on putting that on video anyways, but I'm just showing you guys the finished product because it was basically just doing the same thing we did on the other side.
Yep.
He also put in, it's not really in there well, but it's a support bar here.
Yeah, this one's just sitting here now.
Well, gotcha. Also, we've got some cool stuff going on up here.
Oh.
We put in the shifter. This is out of the donor car. We also put in the cluster, the gauge cluster from the donor car, which is going to have a tachometer. Is the tachometer going to actually work?
Yeah, it's going to have tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge, and
temperature. Cool.
Yep.
It's hard to tell with these things what we can actually get to work, but we're going to make that work.
Well, the airbags will work.
Thank goodness, because they gone.
And the ABS won't
work. Right. But we will have power. We will have power steering and power brakes. It won't be it won't be like a regular.
It won't be ABS brakes.
Right, but it'll be a brake. Yeah. All right, so you guys already saw the steering column. We're thinking about putting the gas tank up here as well as the battery.
Yep.
To give us some down pressure, some weight on the front of the car.
Fuel tank there, battery here.
Here, yep. And then we got this little bracket here that we built for the shifter cable to go through.
Yep, so this will go in here. Cable go through it like that.
Beautiful. But this thing has come a long ways. Still in the mock-up stage, guys. Lots of welding. Lots of welding. Still more grinding.
So just to explain, so the reason why, you look at this thing and it's 5 different colors and, everything's just kind of half there. And so the reason for that is because we got to mock this whole thing up and make sure everything's going to work the way we want it to work. And then once we get to that stage, we have to take everything back apart, finish weld everything. We're going to have to flip this thing in every direction you can think of to get all these welds in here, underneath here, around here, all that kind of stuff. But right now, we just want to make sure everything fits, and then we have to have everything we can think of welded on here.
We got to burn everything in.
Yeah, because once we paint it, we don't want to have to do it. Now, if we do have to in a small section, it's not the end of the world.
Right, but we want to make sure that we're as far as we can go with everything before we decide to do powder coating, especially because it's kind of expensive.
If it's powder coating, then we definitely want to. But if we paint it, we can get away with it.
Exactly. But yeah, she's coming together. I mean, this is a grand improvement from when we first started with this frame. I mean, this is amazing. I mean, I think it is. I mean, I'm rather proud myself, proud papa of a street rail here, but he's got 2 dads. But but this is gonna be great, guys. So we're gonna keep working on it.
Yep. Just one other thing that I'd like to add. So once we get this to where we can plug everything into, we'll be able to hook the engine up too and see if we can get it to start.
Right. At least start with getting it to turn over would be great.
Yeah, we can get all that once everything's plugged in, or everything's available for us to plug into.
Right.
Then we can try to start this engine in this car and see if it's even going to start.
Exactly.
I think it'll start. We might have a little bit of trouble, and I've mentioned this before with the
wire harness short.
Well, I think it's going to be probably more the security system on the engine.
Oh, gotcha.
And we might have to find ways to work around that, but the nice thing about it is once we get this all mocked up and everything, obviously we can buy new parts for it, make it look a little shinier and prettier. But
there's ways around all that stuff.
But right now, and I mean, for where we're at, I think we're in a good place. And we are trying to keep this budget build under $2,000. So
we had that up a little. We upped it a little bit. Was that $1,500?
Yeah.
But we know we ain't gonna get there.
Yeah, once reality struck, we said we think we can do 2,000, 2,500, but I don't think we can do 1,500.
No, that's probably not gonna happen because there's a lot that goes into it. So yeah, we're gonna keep working on it. Bring you back for the next important pieces to the puzzle here.
Yep.
All right, guys, we'll see you.
Got this done, we think. Anyway, we're going to snap this together. Oh, yeah, snap like a beauty.
Oh, that is great, man. I heard it snapped.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Then we got to put this on here.
Which that snaps on too.
Yep, like that.
Like that.
But see, now we have a problem, Houston.
We had to build it up, or it's in the wrong spot.
Well,
Kinda.
Yeah, because this thing has to be able to stay here. Yeah, so we might have to put something right here to mount to.
Okay.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll just build another piece off
Little
this.
bracket.
Yeah,
And just,
make it like an L.
yep. That's not a bad idea. You could even angle a little bit if it's got to be on that angle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if it has to be, but it kind of sits like that. So
Yeah, it kind of does. Kind of wants to, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wants to sit just like that.
Yep. Which is a bit of an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it won't shift unless that's stringent.
Right. Yeah, that has to be where it's gonna be.
Okay. So we'll do some measurements on that bottom plate
Yep.
and see how that
I
comes
wish
out.
it was, but the thing about it is, I wish it was a little bit lower because it's going to have to be pretty thick, you know what I mean, to have it way the heck up there.
The only way it would work is if you could put the plate on top, but
Well, what we could do is just weld onto here, and if these had to be on an angle, I don't
yeah,
care.
that's fine. It's not going to be in the way of anything, so.
No, and eventually I'm hoping to have a tunnel on here.
True. Yeah, full tunnel all the way back, yeah.
So that the wires can run through
Yep.
that.
All right, cool. We're going to get this figured out then.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it looks good. I think that's going to be all right. All right, guys. We had to move this a couple times to get it right in the perfect spot so we could find all of our gears. This seems to be the sweet spot right here. So we kind of burned it in half-ass,
Yeah, we're going to take it out of here so we don't melt.
right? Just so we could get it so it was strong enough and it wouldn't fall off. So yeah, we're gonna keep welding on this thing and get it all burned in and go to the next project. Woo-wee, that's beautiful. Ain't going nowhere. Cool.
It's there forever now.
Yep. All right, the bracket cooled down, guys. We're gonna put this shifter to the test here. I think it's gonna be awesome. So right there's park.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Go all the way through the gears.
Reverse. Drive. Third. Neutral.
Neutral.
Third. Second. I don't know if we got first or not. I can't tell. First. Second. That might be neutral.
It is neutral. Yep.
Yeah. So maybe we still don't have first.
Who needs first where we're going?
We have reverse and drive. I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we need, man. You're not gonna put it in low.
Neutral. Third. Second. Oh, it feels like first, second, third, neutral,
Back here.
reverse, park. Yeah, they're all there.
Yeah, they're all there. Cool. That's a win right there, baby.
There it is. And then we'll just make another bracket so all this goes back here like this.
If we're gonna put like Mike said earlier, we're gonna put a
A tunnel.
tunnel through there so that all that stuff gets covered up.
But this is really, I mean, I don't know what anybody else thinks of this, but I think it's cool that it goes left to right.
Yeah, me too. I like that.
Or right to left, in this case. Left to right.
Left to right, you're right. So where's the shifter knob at?
Oh, it's in the house.
So if you guys go back a few videos ago,
Grab it while you talk.
Mike built that sweet skull shifter knob out of a piston. So if you haven't seen that video, you should go back and watch it because it's amazing. I think that you guys really enjoy it. It wasn't a super long video, but it was really cool how he did it with all the tools he was using. So we're gonna go in and get it, and we're gonna kind of just sit it on there and see what it looked like. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm excited, guys. I hope you are too. But this is really starting to take form. It's pretty dang sweet how this is something that we're building by hand, and it's coming out looking pretty dang sweet.
Yeah, so we got these two knobs. One of them, I think we're gonna mount on the front, like a hood ornament.
Oh, okay. So which one? That's the one here.
I think this one,
Okay.
because this one's a little smoother
Oh, I got
to
you.
get a hold of. And we'll just drill a hole and put it right there.
Nice. Heck yeah. Let me get a little bit.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Heck yeah, it does. So that guy's gonna be on there, and then the one he's got in his hand was the video he took.
Yeah, that's this one.
That's the guy that everybody fell in love with on the video.
Yeah, and I think we'll just maybe mount this one. Oh,
Holy
my
smokes!
pants.
Hard to rip him.
Once we get the hood on here, maybe we'll put him up front.
That'd be sweet.
He'll be the
He'd be the
mascot.
mascot of the
And the only
street
reason I
rail.
say that, even though I like them both,
Get
I
you
kind
guys.
of like this one better.
I do too, but
But
it'd be
the
easier to
reason
shift.
is because of the
Yeah,
you know
see,
all the hardware off of this.
here's
one.
this guy too. You can get a hold of this one better because it's just easier to
Yeah.
get it in your hand. It's got holes there. You can actually grip the eyeballs and everything. Really know. So that's gonna be cool, man.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be
Yeah,
sweet.
I think we can lean it right back like that,
Yep.
so it's visible.
Let me see if I can get a picture of it back here. Oh, that looks way better back here.
I like it.
Heck yeah. That's gonna be sweet, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Next project. Here we come.
Well, boys.
Well, we made a bracket. All right, guys, so we made two brackets for this gauge cluster. Mike's got one in his hand right there. That's going to go on this side. And then the other one is a little different because we had a bar in the way over there. So we're going to put that one over on that side. I can't point because I got to move the camera. And then the other one's going to go on this side. Exactly.
That's you know, when you're building something from scratch, you're always going to come into those places where you go, well, that was good at the time.
So we're going to see if these work. I think they are. We had to build a little spacer too. We had to put a little spacer in there because it didn't lay flat. So we built a little, Mike's got it in his left hand there, a little spacer for the bolt to go through, and then hook we got a washer and a lock nut on it.
It's just a gauge cluster, so it's
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be like,
super.
worst thing that might happen, we might hit our knee on it.
Yeah, that would be the main problem, honestly.
So yeah, we're just gonna bolt this up down here, get it close. Do you have the washer? Or?
Yeah, the washers are, yeah.
Okay. So then we're gonna weld the top part on.
I love doing this little tiny thing.
Stuff with welding gloves, especially.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing with gloves on, so I'm terrible about that.
Can't do this with them welding gloves, man.
And then we're just gonna weld it right up around the top, so that's gonna hold the cluster on this side. And then once we start working on the other side, we'll show you the old project. So yeah, we're just gonna zip right across there.
Yeah, just gotta get the grain and clean that.
Yep. All right.
Ouch. That went in my side.
Yikes!
Crooked as hell.
That's never good. Is it crooked? Yeah. You want the brass, or you want to just? Ooh, long ways down there.
I can get it straight, too. see. Very
Do
good.
you want me to go over on the other side and tight it up?
I think that's good right there. Let's
Alright.
try that. I gotta get my foot out of there though.
Whip.
I don't like the hot foot, and I don't
Like the
burning
hot.
glove.
Well, you know, you bought them new gloves, but you like those better for
I
some
do
reason.
like these.
You broke them in.
There we go.
Got it. There it is. So I just gotta tighten that bolt up once we get the other one
Yeah.
mounted. Mount up, and then
Where's it? Oh.
it's right there. But we gotta drill that one yet too, right?
Yeah, we still gotta drill it.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. That ain't going nowhere.
That's why I wanted to leave that in there. See how that just filled in so nicely.
It did fill in nicely. Let's get a little close up on that.
Yeah.
Right there. Sweet. All right, we're gonna get the next one started.
Do this guy.
I'll try to see if we can see you guys here. I got these goggles on because I don't want to burn my eyes like I did last week.
So we just gotta drill a hole in this.
Right.
first.
Drill a hole in that, and we're gonna mount that the same way. It's just gonna be a little different process because of the way that bar right there is in the way.
Just gotta make sure this is up when we do it.
Oh, did it sag down a little bit?
Yeah, because plugs are right here.
Oh, they gotta be high enough to be able to plug them in. Yeah, well, want
And
that.
it's very close.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't really do a lot of good if it's just a hood ornament.
Everything is close.
That's the way we like it.
It's like horseshoes.
Close doesn't count. It counts in horseshoes, but not when you're doing the build.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
I'm gonna pop through a bit in here.
Exactly. But it ain't cutting through that vise very good.
Nope, and on that angle, it's guaranteed to freaking break.
Break,
as soon
yeah,
as it hits.
exactly. They don't make drill bits like they used to. I don't know if that's even a fact, but
Well, they actually made them right because if it didn't break, that would hurt.
exactly. That's true.
That looks crooked. I think it was.
All right. Got a hole.
We do have-
Oh, you know what? I gotta I gotta go back here and get another one of those bolts. Is it the same?
Bolt, I'll go out here and grind this bad boy.
So let me make sure I find the right one here. I don't have my glasses on, guys. I can't see crap. There's what we need. That one right there. And that. Yeah, we gotta find another washer. That'll work. Alright, we'll put these babies in there. So we got this bracket bolted in here. So what we're gonna do is where he's got his hand right here, we're gonna weld it right to this bar. It's gonna be fantastic. Let's get her done.
Fantastic. Ready?
Yep.
Barbara?
Is it good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
Ain't
get
going
the.
nowhere, man.
Where's that? I'll get that 10 millimeter and
What? 10 millimeter?
no. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a 7/16.
Well, I was gonna say, you know the story of the 10 millimeter?
No, tell us the story.
Well, 10 millimeters are kind of like unicorns. If you see one, you better grab it, because they don't stick around for long.
No.
All right, I'm gonna hit this real quick while I'm right here though, because I think we're okay to just make this button up a little bit better.
Okay.
Then we don't have to worry about that coming off.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go get that 7/16
Yeah.
because it'll work. 10 millimeter won't.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back.
We don't really need to tighten this up.
Oh, we don't right now?
No.
All right, cool.
It was just a matter of getting those brackets in there more than anything else.
Okay, we're gonna get on to the next project here. We'll see what it is. We're not even sure yet, but we're gonna figure it out. All right, guys, we figured out our next project. We're gonna cut this piece of tubing here. We're gonna finish up that back hoop that holds the I don't know what it really holds, but it's kind of keeping everything stringent back here in the back. Let's go take a look at it. So we're cutting the piece of tubing to go right here on this side, just like this one. So we got to cut it to length, and then we're going to notch it in, and we're going to weld these in. So yeah, that's our next part of this project here. I got to watch not to hit my head. That'd be great video, but I don't want to do it.
Won't be no fun.
Gotta run it.
Get out of there.
Alright guys, at this point we tried using the tube notcher with no success. So we did it old school. Also, I went and bought a tube notcher at Harbor Freight. Go check out that video on our page.
All right, so now I just got to clean the paint off of this one and down there, and then we can tack these on.
Nice.
I like the way that looks.
Yeah, it does. Looks good with the circular. It
Yeah.
kind of, because it matches this part down here.
Yeah, kind of.
And it matches the
Blends
round
out,
over
yeah.
there. Yeah, it looks good. I like it. Just
It
throw
holds
that.
the same theme.
Nice.
We had to go old school.
Yeah, we tried the notcher. We had yeah, we need to get a little better situation with that.
So we had to go old school bird's mouse on these.
Yep.
So you
Yeah.
can see we just cut it out on the angle grinder.
Yeah, we're being pretty good at it. But this is gonna be sweet once we get her on here. Get her
Right up till this project, I always did them all by hand.
right. So that's what it's gonna look like from the back. It's really sweet, guys. It really blends in nice with everything.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be crazy cool.
I like it a lot.
So yeah, we're gonna get these burned in. It's getting a little later in the evening, but we still got a little bit of time.
I really want to know where we're going to put our radiator, but I'd really like to put it right here.
That would be a good spot, a nice open spot back there.
The only thing that would interfere with is the exhaust. So we might, we would might have to come out of there and come around.
Oh yeah, yeah,
the
gotcha.
outside here or whatever. But
We'll get that figured
maybe
out.
while you're here and we got a little daylight left, we get these tacked on.
We can set it in there and
We'll
see what it
set
looks
in
like.
there and see what it does.
Cool. Let's do that. All right, we're gonna get this burned in. Well, I'll get it tacked in. We may have to move them again. Who knows?
Yeah, so we're not going to weld anything permanent. Not this anyway.
Right. Smoky. It's a smokestack.
I I tacked this one on earlier.
Uh huh.
And it was still cold outside.
Uh-huh.
Went in the shop. It's in there about 10 minutes. I hear, pink. Come back out and broke off. Cooled down and busted off.
Wow. Yeah, it was chilly this morning. Chillier. It wasn't bad, but.
There's that a holder.
Yep, that looks good.
Wow, it really pulled away up here though. Holy smokes.
You want me to kick it? Kick it in while you tack
Big
it?
hammer though.
Oh, that one over there?
Yeah.
I was thinking I could set my foot on it while you're. Holy moly, we got a runner. I can hold it in.
I don't know.
We can make it work.
Might have to freaking cut it.
Did you want to tack it? You gonna tack it now?
I might cut this where I just welded all of it but a little bit and push it in and then tack it up here and then redo that.
Okay. Yep. What happened to your ground?
There we go.
Nice.
That's better.
Now we can go over here and pick this one up.
Yeah.
Got a little rowdy with the Sledge-O-Matic.
Didn't help much either, did it?
No, it didn't. Not with that thing. That thing was all kinds of mad. All right, let's see here. Get down in yonder here.
There, maybe.
You got the eyeball. You got this.
Sun shining in the back of my helmet.
Boy. Oh,
Damn God.
catch on fire.
Man, right down in my glove.
Whew.
Right down in the hole in my glove.
Maybe that's why some of these guys do that little TIG welding thing now, because it's not nearly as
Yeah.
splattery.
Yeah, it could be, but I'm gonna go
That looks pretty sweet, man. It's pretty straight.
this really quick.
All right, guys. Sun's kind of in the way, but we're going to try to put this radiator in. We had to cut 2 tabs off that were there and there on that side. So we're going to try to squeeze it in here, right in the between these outer body mounts here.
That's the ideal spot, but I don't think
It's so close. It's like within a 1/4 inch. So we're going to give it a run. We're going to bring you back and show you if we get it. If we don't, you won't see this video.
Yep.